starting. All right. Hello, guys. Good afternoon. So, once again, welcome to Filta's Facebook Live event. I hope you still remember me. My name is Ali. I'm a talent acquisition specialist from Filta, and today we're going to cover everything about the admin assistant roles that we have. So, at the moment, we have different roles. We have different roles in admin. That's internal for Filta and for our clients as well. Let me just go through our rules right now and show you our website. But before we do that, I just want to greet everyone good afternoon. And if you have any questions or concerns or anything that you want to share, just feel free to comment it on the comment box below. So if you want to share anything, just feel free to do so. Good afternoon, Miss Jeanette and Miss Mary Rose. So, thank you very much for watching us today. I hope you enjoy our session for today, and I hope you learn more about our roles. So, hi, Efren. Hello. So, just gonna wait for a few more people before we actually go to our website and before I show you the process of how it's going to be like when you apply to our website. Hey, good afternoon also, Miss Janet, Miss Angelica, and Miss Mello. Oh, that's Melody. Good afternoon. Hello. Hi, Iris. And hi, Menchi. Good afternoon as well. So, yeah, I like that everyone's commenting here today. And hi, Mr. Marco. Good afternoon. And welcome to Filta's Facebook Live. We keep them coming. So, yeah. By the way, guys, how have you been like for the past few days and for the past few weeks? Like, what's up? Can you share it in the comment box? Oh, hi, Miss Jill. Hi, Miss Claire. Hi, Miss Jamie. Hi, Miss April. And hi, Miss Jana. I think someone's even tagging their friends. So thank you very much, Miss Nicole, for tagging your friend. You can actually tag your friends here to watch if they're free. Welcome to Filta's Facebook Live. Hi, Miss Joshelle. I'm very glad that you're able to make it today. And Miss Joy, good afternoon as well. Okay, I think let's just keep the people coming, and I'm really glad that a lot of you are in here to watch us for today. Oh, hi, Jill, looking great. Oh, thank you very much. I always look great. Joke. But good afternoon as well. Good afternoon, Miss Rose and Miss Joshelle is tagging a lot of her friends. So guys, if you want, you can just tag your friends as well here, especially if they're looking for jobs. Because just want to share with you, Filt is actually looking to grow the size of our team this year. We want to hit like 300 seats. So that means a lot of people. We're gonna take in a lot of people this year. So really looking forward to meeting all of the potential applicants, and hopefully you'll be part of our team soon. Good afternoon as well, Miss Melody and Miss Marge, Miss Jill. Good afternoon, and thank you for tagging your friend. Thank you also for tagging your friend, Miss Angelica. Good afternoon to you. Oh, Miss Claire actually just tagged a lot of her friends to with us. So thanks for that. That's really nice. Thank you. I appreciate it. Who's this? Oh, Miss Michelle. She also tagged a lot of her friends. So yeah, keep tagging your friends. That's really good, and I hope we reach a lot of people for today, because we really want to fill our jobs quickly, and of course that would be good for everyone. More jobs and more opportunities for everyone. Okay, I think we're gonna start in a bit. All right. Heart reacts to Miss Amy as well. Good afternoon, Miss Andrea. And yeah, so thank you everyone for sharing this webinar. And once again, if you haven't liked us on LinkedIn, we do have a new LinkedIn page. Please make sure that you follow us for more candidate updates and for more job updates rather. So feel free to follow us on LinkedIn. And then if you haven't liked our Facebook page yet, now is the time to do so. We also have our TikTok account. So if you're looking for entertainment that's related to Filta, please feel free to go to our TikTok page. So hopefully you find our content funny. I don't know. We're really trying. But yeah. Good afternoon as well, Mr. Chef. Thank you for tagging your friend. And Miss Odosis, Miss Joy, thank you. And who's this? Sorry. Miss Hannah, good afternoon to you as well. All right, so I think we've reached enough people. I think I can show you our website now so that we can go through our roles for the admin roles very quickly. So just to give you an overview and just so you feel more comfortable in applying on our website. So let me share my screen with you. Once again, if you have questions or concerns, just feel free to comment it on the comment box below. Okay. All right. So let me just share my screen. It's just gonna take just a few seconds. So thank you for bearing with me. Okay, so please comment if you can see my screen. Can everyone see my screen? Can you see it? Can I yes? Can I see a yes? Oh, all right. Thanks for commenting, Filta. Thank you. Okay, so let's just go through our jobs quickly. But just gonna focus on my target for today, which is the admin role. So at the moment, I'm currently looking for. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm personally recruiting for our admin roles. So feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn if you want to apply for these roles, okay? So let me just go through this first one, the admin and accounting assistant role. So let me just click on it. So if you're on the website, feel free to follow what I'm doing, okay? So here you can see our job ad. So you can read through it. You can read the responsibilities, the requirements for the role, as well as the benefits. So if you feel that this is the role for you, make sure that you click the button here below. It says I'm interested. So click that part. Then it's gonna take you to the new page where you fill out a general information page. So you write here your email. So let's do a sample. Okay, so I'm gonna put here my email address. So that's alina at filtaglobal.com. You can reach me using this email. So if you want to apply or refer candidates, you can send it directly to my email. Then just put in your first name, your last name, and then your mobile number. So 0929-355-7688. And then make sure you attach your most recent CV. So I'm just gonna attach here my CV. And then if you have a sample work, let's say you're applying for a digital role or like a graphic design role, feel free to upload your portfolio in this part as well. Okay. And then there's a captcha here just to make sure that you're human. So I'm just gonna put it here 7DM. This is really hard, so I hope I get the correct captcha code. 7DMPBE. Okay, and then click next when you're done with that. And then it's supposed to take you to the assessment form. So this is where most candidates are not answering. So make sure that you answer the pre-screening assessment form. This is very important so that we can screen your application thoroughly. So if you don't answer this assessment form, then you lose your chance of being considered for the role. So as much as possible, make sure that you answer this and don't skip this part, okay? So as soon as you're done with the general information, you should answer the pre-screening assessment form. So it will take you to a page where you're supposed to answer the getting to know you questions, pretty much anything about you. So about yourself, about the career that you've chosen, about the hobbies and interests that you're really passionate about, your dreams, and the management style that you best work with. We also have technical and behavioral questions to get to know you more. So just answer that. And then when you're done, click submit assessment. So when you're done with the assessment form, then that's the time we will receive your application and then we will be contacting you or sending you an email for an interview invitation. Okay, so did everyone get that? Can I see a yes if you got that? Is anyone? Okay, hi. Oh, we have new people coming in. So hi, Miss Jeanette. Hi, Miss Nicole. And hi, Eliza. Thank you very much for joining our Filter Live today. Okay, so oh, hi, Millicent. Thank you very much for joining us today. Okay, thank you, Miss Marge, for confirming that you got our instructions. So, yeah, so I look forward to everyone answering the assessment form. Don't forget to skip it, okay? So, we're all clear on that. No, don't forget to skip your assessment form. That's really important. All right. So now that we've done the instructions on how to apply on our website, I just wanted to introduce to you the roles that we have. So here are the roles. You can see it on the website. So once again, I'm looking for an admin and accounting assistant. This is for an e-commerce company. So I'm personally recruiting for that. So make sure that if you want to be considered for this role, then send me your CV or apply directly on our website. And we're also looking for other admin people. So you can check our website as well for those, okay? And then I'm just gonna stop sharing this now, right? Okay, so back to me again. All right, so now we're going to talk about our admin role in Filta. So at the moment, we are looking for someone to join our team. So that's going to be an interesting opportunity for everyone who wants to be a part of Filta. So you won't be working with a client, you'll be working directly with us. So with that, let me introduce to you our operations team. Here we have Reegan Vargas. You're very much familiar with him now. He's always appearing on our Facebook Live sessions. So he's our country head and he's going to be your direct report if ever you'll be hired for this role. So here we have Reegan. And then I'm also going to introduce to you Athena. You've seen her in our past Facebook Live. So she's our admin assistant and she'll also be joining us for the day. All right, so I'm going to show them to you now. Hi,
Hi guys.
Riggs.
Hi guys. Happy to be
Hi,
here.
Athena. Woo! All
Hello,
right, so thank you
guys.
very much for joining
Hi.
me today on our Felta Facebook Live event. So, yay! Woo! Okay, so let's see. I think our viewers here have commented something. Are you accepting career shifter? Yes, we are accepting shifters, especially for the admin role. So if you feel that you have what it takes to join Filta, then feel free to apply. Okay. Who else? All right. So I think someone's asking about the course that's related. There's no need for a particular course as long as you have the experience and the qualifications or the characteristics that would make you survive this role. Then feel free to apply as well. So yeah. So let's move on to our questions for our guest today. So by the way, guys, if you want to ask them anything, if you want to ask Riggs or Athena about something that bothers you or something that interests you about this this admin assistant role that we have at Filta, then just feel free to put it on the comment box. Okay. All right. So welcome again, Riggs and Athena. So just for our first question, can you briefly introduce yourself? So I know I've introduced you as the country head and as the admin assistant, but I just wanna um, let our viewers know you like personally. So can you introduce yourself to them?
Hi again, Regan. Most people call me Riggs. Again, I'm working for Filta as a country head of operations. So my role here is to support everyone, make sure that everyone is successful. Something personal about me, I'm an old soul and I enjoy Sudoku. That's it.
Wow. Okay. All right. So pretty much one of the few people I know who really enjoys Sudoku. So yeah, thanks for that, Riggs. And sorry, Athena, I'll just answer this question. Someone's asking if we have an age limit. No, we don't have. So if you're good, then you can get in. There's no age limit. There's no limit. Okay,
Yep.
so now let's move on to Athena. So can you also introduce yourself to our viewers for today?
Hello guys, good afternoon. So hi, I'm Athena. I'm part of Filta operations team. So I've been in the industry for 5 years. So for the guys who's asking for a career shifter, I myself is a career shifter. So I've started working with hotel industry before as a front office associate, and then I jumped into offshoring company as a client services, and now I am part of admin assistant as an admin assistant of Filta. So, yep. So, what I do in my personal time, so I usually watch Netflix. My favorite series is Friends. Everyone knows that. So, yep.
Yeah, everyone knows that. I should know that as well, right? So I'm just gonna start watching Friends now.
Yep.
Okay, so thank you for that introduction, Athena. So by the way, guys, just wanna let you know that I'm also the one who interviewed Athena before. So now she's part of our team. So if you wanna be part
Oh,
of our team, you have to go you have to go and send us your application. Okay. All right. So Athena here is a testament that we actually want to get someone like her, someone who's really into the job. So later on, you'll figure out why or like what's up with Athena. How did she get the job? You'll find that out later. Okay. All right. So so moving on. So as to my first question, so since we're looking for an admin assistant to join our team now, can you guys tell me what are the responsibilities of an admin assistant?
So, for that one, so our main responsibility is to ensure that our day-to-day operations are running smoothly. So, we usually work with our BPO provider, external suppliers, and daily staff and client coordinations.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. All right, so thanks for enumerating those responsibilities. So someone here is asking about. Hold on, let me just say read this one. How about for someone who has no actual experience being in an online admin job, but has an actual job experience being in an admin and sales coordinator in a real estate way back into late 90s up to early 2000s. So hi, Miss Fanny. So thank you very much for asking that question. Even if you don't have an actual experience in online admin job, as long as you're flexible, as long as you're comfortable in using platforms that are, of course, online, then you can definitely try out for this role because this is not going to be a face-to-face kind of work. So everything is going to be online. So as long as you feel confident in navigating through different
yep.
platforms online, then that would be great. That would be okay. So we
Yep.
there's no need to limit yourself to that. So
Yeah, I
yes,
hope you don't
Riggs.
mind if I'm just gonna
Yeah,
be adding to that. Yes,
go
looking
ahead.
at it, I think yeah, I think I'm the best person who can like answer this. Way back
Woo!
90s and 2000, so I was already on the workforce during that time. So I think the difference right now is we have technologies, we have applications that can support and make us more productive. And with that being said, the environment on the 90s is like a bit of like, all right, you just like do it. Like a lot of legwork, but like nowadays technologies are here to support you. You just need to like really work fast, and like the environment, since we have technologies and expected that we can like be more efficient and effective, like you have to be accustomed to like working in a fast-paced environment. I hope that answers the
Yep,
question. So if
yep.
you're tech
I hope it
savvy, if you're
does.
willing to learn, and if you're comfortable working in a fast-paced environment, then this is the job for you.
Great. All right. So thank you very much, Riggs, for sharing your thoughts on that answer. And I hope that answers your question, Miss Fanny. Okay. So again, guys, if you have questions, just feel free to comment it on the chat box. Okay. All right. So now let's go on to our next question. Yeah. So Riggs and Athena, what are the qualities that you think are essential for this role? So what are the qualities that an admin assistant should have or absolutely must have?
So, for the qualities for admin assistant role, we usually look for someone who has a time management skills, great organization skills, someone who's resilient, someone who's flexible and comfortable of course, what Riggs mentioned earlier, comfortable in a fast-paced industry because everything is digital right now, and then comfortable with planning, coordination, and staff management. Also, someone who works or comfortable working with an international clients as well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And just to add to that, an admin assistant needs to have this he or she needs to be a natural in terms of client service or customer service. He has that innate ability or innate character to help out and do things. Also, another thing is you need to have that confidence, because there will be cases where you're not just going to be talking to fellow admin assistant. You're not just going to be talking to staff. You're going to be talking to business owners. You're going to be talking to suppliers, which requires a lot of confidence and a lot of conviction. That's it.
Okay. All right. Great. And yeah, so just wanted to ask, so in line with that question, because both you Riggs and both you Riggs and Athena are thriving in ops team right now. So what do you think are your key characteristics that make you successful for this role that you wanna share to our viewers and to our aspiring candidates? So what is it about you that makes you successful for this role?
I think Athena can best answer that question because she's been doing great. So I want to
Yeah.
hear from her
All
as
right.
well.
Yeah, for that question, so usually whatever's on my plate right now, I do it with a lot of dedication, a lot of I put myself in everyone's shoe. If ever that I'm the one who's having issues with that kind of issues, I want someone who will be there to support me. I think that's the key or the main responsibility as an admin assistant. You need to be someone who can help your team as well. So something like that. So you
Yeah.
need to have a dedication.
Yep. Aside from that education, it's more of that mentality wherein you treat the business as if it's your own business. That would give you that's gonna be make that's gonna make you more organized. That's gonna make you think about what not just the welfare of the people you're supporting, but even the business in general. So always think of yourself as every time that you have tasks, how would it impact the business, how would it impact the stakeholders. So as an admin assistant, you need to always think about that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
correct.
Okay. All right, so thank you very much, Rix and Athena, for answering that question. So, guys, if you feel that you have the qualities that they mentioned, then maybe it's time for you to apply. So, yeah. By the way, we have another question here. So, Miss Andrea is asking if when hired, do you have training, onboarding processes, etc. And if yes, how long does it usually take? Yeah, we do have our training and onboarding. So you'll figure that out when you're hired with us. So we're gonna keep it a secret, Joe. So
Yeah,
yeah, we
yeah,
do have.
for
So
sure, for
first
sure
of
we
all,
have one, and we work here as a team. We support each other, so we have onboarding processes. We have buddy up system that will make you successful. So we will be providing you with the needed training in terms of technology and those things. But of course, we expect you to at least have the basic knowledge, which probably later Athena would discuss or expound on the current technologies that admin assistants would usually use.
yep. Okay, so I hope that answers your question, Miss Andrea. Okay, so now that we've discussed about the qualities that would make you successful for this role, I just wanted to ask, how about the qualities that would make someone not successful for this role? What are your pet peeves? What do you think are the things that would make someone not successful for this role?
All right, I'll answer that. I think several things as well. One is if you don't have the passion in your work. I think in any other work, if you don't have the passion, and if you don't have that grit or strength in character to execute what you're doing, if you're the person who's not confident enough to say no when needed, and confident enough not to accept a no for an answer, uh, then this is something that's not for you. And there will be cases as well. It's like really important um, for an admin assistant for to have that ability to discern at certain situations, make the right choice, make conclusive decisions, and of course, one thing that's very important for an admin assistant is like time management.
Okay.
If you're not organized, if like your work is like all over the place, uh, you're gonna have a difficult time in this role.
Mhm. Okay, so yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. How about you, Athena? Is there something that you want to add to Rig's answer?
Yeah, I think for that one, if you really hate routines, if you are not organized, if you find routinary work exhausting as well, maybe this role is really not for you, because we are looking for someone who is great with organization skills and time management.
Mhm. Okay, great. All right, so thank you for sharing that. Actually, I just want to share that for all of our rules, that when you're rigid and you can't adapt, then any of Filta rules would not do for you. So I'm sad to say. But if you're someone who's actually up for challenges, someone who wants to improve every day, then any of our rules will do for you. Okay. And yeah, so I just want to say good afternoon to our new viewers. Thank you very much for joining us today, Miss Chrissy, Miss Elisa, and Miss Anne Rose. So thank you very much for tagging your friends as well. Okay, so now I think someone just mentioned that she's afraid of the tools that you're gonna use once you get into this job. So let's talk about the tools. Let's talk about what are the necessary tools that you're going to use once you get hired for the admin assistant role.
Yeah. Hello.
Yep,
Okay.
Athena.
So yeah, so for the rules, for the tools, we usually recommend that you are familiar with the basic tools that we have, like Microsoft Office, Google Suite, and if you're familiar with task management tools like Asana, Trello, or ClickUp. So
Mhm.
mostly basic, the basic ones.
Yep.
Yes,
No
so
need to be
actually
afraid. Yeah, sorry. No need to be afraid. Think of it this way. If other people can use those apps, I don't see any reason why anyone can be a master at these things. Like we have like Google is always our best friend, right? If you're not familiar with it, you can like Google it, look at YouTube for training videos that can make you more familiar. And most of these tools they actually have like a free trial version wherein you can like learn and master these tools.
yep,
So
you
there's a lot
can
of
actually
resources
teach
for you.
yourself, right?
Yes.
So these, by the way, these tools are pretty much easy to learn. So when you have time and you haven't encountered this at work, you can try just checking them out by yourself. So these are free tools, by the way. So you can check them out and then see if it works for you. Just to make you feel more confident and comfortable about using this set tools. Okay. So yeah, we have new viewers. So thank you very much, Miss Sheila, Miss Kim, and Miss Alondra, and Miss Roslyn for tagging your friends. Also, someone expressed her interest to apply. Thanks for that. Make sure you apply to our website and follow us on LinkedIn. Okay, so thank you. And then now, let's go through what kind of career growth is there for an admin assistant. So especially with
Right.
us with Filta, so because we're a growing business, right? So what do you think is the career progression for someone who would be hired as an admin assistant?
Yep. Let me answer that. Like common misconception of like an admin assistant. If you're an admin assistant, you're just like sitting on a desk doing clerical work, or for lack of better term, secretary, paper pusher. No, it's not. That's not what we're looking for. Because an admin assistant, it's a key role because and like the opportunities is boundaryless. Because like as an admin assistant, you work on a bit of everything in all departments. You work with operations, you work with finance, you work with recruiters, you handle procurement, and basically everything that runs the business. You have a view of everything. With that being said, it's a good stepping stone for you to hone your skills while choosing a career that best suits you. If you find your niche in operations, you already know because you're already interacting with people in operations. If you see a good career in recruitment, you already know because you already know their process. You're liaising with them, so it's boundaryless. You can be a recruitment manager, recruitment supervisor. You can be an ops supervisor. People that I know who started their career in as admin assistants are now chief executive officer or chief operating officers, uh, executive executive assistants to the owners and those things. So it's boundaryless because you're expected as an assistant to know what's really happening in the business. So again, it's all up to you, and it's a good stepping stone. It's an ideal stepping stone. If I have known earlier, I've probably applied or started my career as an admin assistant. Makes things easier because I would know everything and I would know how to run operations. I would know how to run recruitment, finance, you name it. So it's boundaryless, and I think this is a good stepping stone if you want to uh, have a good career in not just our industry, not just in Filta, but with any industry. Hope you I
Okay.
answered your
I
question.
Yeah, you did. And as you guys would know by now, the admin assistant role is one of the most flexible roles that you can have because it's gonna expose you to different functions, just as what Riggs mentioned. It's gonna expose you to recruitment, operations, finance, and especially within our team at Filta, where you get to be involved in all those kinds of tasks. Then you'll cover a lot of groundwork. So if you want to eventually specialize in just one field, then having the background of an admin assistant, which shows that you're really flexible and adaptable to any kind of circumstance, would be a great thing to have on your career. So yeah, and of course, Miss Andrea, yeah. So it is being a VA is so broad. So thank you for that, and I agree with that. So thanks also, Chanel. Yes, you're looking very fresh as well. Okay, so now, thank you for that answer, Riggs. Just want to ask now, Athena, I think this question would apply more to you. What do you think is the most fulfilling part of being an admin assistant, or what do you love most about it?
So, being an admin assistant, I really enjoy doing organization tasks. So, I really love interacting with people, meeting new connection, partners, and suppliers as well. So, I am gaining that kind of connections with each and every one. As Riggs mentioned earlier, so you will be doing some job with recruitment, with operations, with the training, with quality, end to end. You'll have the full visibility of it. You will be part of the decision making. You will need to decide on your own as well. So I'm lucky to be a part of that kind of growing thing. And it is fulfilling that you know that you can help each and every one, even the smallest detail. You can help your team to run their show in the background. So that's the fulfillment for me.
Yep. And by the way, guys, if you think being an admin assistant would only put you on the backside of the whole thing, don't forget we make our Facebook lives, which is gonna put you on the spotlight. So it's both front and back. Everything's covered.
Yeah,
Okay.
you will
So
also have a client interaction as well. So you will have a lot of interaction with your partners, with your clients, with your staff as well. So you have a lot of calls with them and meetings as well.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
Great.
Look at it this way. As the assistant, you're the support person for the entire organization. Like you're holding things together. So that's a big thing, and that's very rewarding because like everyone goes to you and everyone needs your help, and it's rewarding if you keep on helping people. And like you're just like what Athena mentioned, she's also building her network. And like we always say, your network is your network. So she's building her career, she's building her network.
Yep. Okay. So, we have new joiners. Thank you very much, Zanis, Miss Zanis, for tagging your friends as well. So I hope they join us on our live event today. We have a few more questions to cover. So feel free to join anytime. Okay, so now that we've talked about the necessaries and the not necessaries for this role, and the most fulfilling part, now let's talk about the challenges that you encounter, just so we could set expectations for our viewers and for our potential candidates. Of course, this role is not going to be easy. Nobody goes into this job knowing it's going to be easy. So, what are the main challenges that you usually encounter?
So yeah, let me get that answer. So for the challenges, usually since you are supporting each and every one, there's a time that you have a lot on your plate. You need to have a presence of mind while doing your task. You need to wear each other's hat, like a different role for that one as well. You need to prioritize what is urgent, and you need to list down. Using a tracker would really help admin assistant. That will be your best friend. So I think
Yeah.
that's the challenge part for me.
How about you, Riggs? What's the biggest challenge that you've encountered so far?
Uh, like again, like you're not cut for it if you don't have that passion to get things done. If you're a person who's like a clock stopper, like if you're like an 8 to 5 person, then you're not gonna be succeeding in this role because it requires a lot of dedication. But yes, with what comes with your input is like a really rewarding output. Like in not just in your career, but like everyone will appreciate you, pat you in the back. So if you don't have that dedication, if you don't have that like determination to get things done right, then this is not a career for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, got it. All right, so you guys, you've heard from our admin assist from our ops team. So they want someone who's really dedicated for this job because every day in ops is different. So there's, I know you are going to process or you are going to follow processes, but at the end of the day, it's really up to you to go and roll with the punches because it's not going to be an easy job. You have to be very flexible and you have to be very passionate about what you're doing. So if you have questions specifically about the challenges or about anything at all about this job, just feel free to comment it on our comment box. Okay.
And
So
just to add to that, Ali, like you said, yes, we have processes and all, but as an admin assistant, like these processes shouldn't like drag you down. These processes are meant as a tool to support you and be enable for you to be more successful. Like one thing that we forgot to like emphasize is like high attention to detail is also important. You need to be critical. You need to stay sharp. And like as an admin assistant, you probably be need to be, if not the one of the smartest and the wittiest person in the organization, because like you need to
oh,
like really scrutinize. You need to have like high attention to details, so that's really important.
yep. Okay, so guys, you heard that. So if you feel that you have what it takes, if you have that high attention to detail and that you're very quick on your feet, especially when it comes to responding to challenges that's just spontaneously happening, then feel free to apply then because that because you're probably the person we're looking for. Okay, so now are there any courses or any training that you can suggest to take for our candidates, for admin candidates?
Yeah, yeah. Like one thing is like it's usually available or online. It's important that you like, of course, like written and verbal communication is important. So probably like attend like grammar workshops or communication workshop. There's also like available courses such as like project management for admin assistant, like also like time management courses is available. It's available in YouTube. It's available in other online platforms, and as well as what's that of course what's important is like I heard someone saying that they're afraid of the tools. Like we don't require you to be the master or like a certified in Microsoft Office, but like there are like uh, spreadsheet, PowerPoint presentation, Word document tutorials that would help you, uh, as well as of course, communication training. I've already said that, and presentation skills as well. So things like that. Again, these courses will help you, but in the end of the day, how you apply these learnings, how you execute is as important as these courses. So again, uh, communication training, grammar training, like project management for administrative assistant, it's different from as a project manager, um, and time management trainings, and those things. And it sometimes it
Mm.
also help if you take up like business management courses or office management short courses, and personality development, because as an admin assistant you will be interacting with different personalities, different persona. Yep, that's it.
Mm. Okay, so I hope you guys have taken note of those training and the seminars that Riggs has mentioned. So now, oh, by the way, Athena, would you like to add to that? Anything in particular that you wanna recommend to our potential candidates?
Yep, I think everything is already mentioned by Rig, so I highly recommend the project management as well.
Okay, all right. So thanks for that. So now, what if we get a good candidate, looks very good on paper, has answered the assessment form very well, and then he or she gets invited to the interview for this role. So, what do you think is the thing, or what is the criteria for passing the admin assistant interview? So, I think this goes to Riggs because he's the one interviewing candidates. So, Riggs, how do you evaluate your candidates when they meet you for an online interview?
Yep. First of all, of course, like as any job application entails, like your CV is important, right? So it has to be neat. It also shows your attention to details. Try to avoid like misses in like the layout, spellings, and those things. And like your organization will be scrutinized on the onset, right? So just make sure that your CV is fixed properly. Now, what I'm looking for is, I think I've mentioned several characteristics. Like, yes, experience counts, but like what we're looking for is those qualities that like we've earlier mentioned. Sorry, there's a thunderstorm. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
So again, what we're looking for when we hire in Filta is like not just your skills, but your attitude toward work. We look at like these filter values, we look at it on all our candidates. We want someone who can find solutions, who doesn't take no for an answer, who has the initiative to do things, and who's hungry to learn, like who always levels up every day and take ownership of the things that they're doing. And again, integrity, always doing the right thing is always important for us. And again, like what I mentioned, strength and character. Like you may have like a really wonderful resume, or you may have like a resume that's taken uh, was templated and came out on Google, right? But in the end of the day, it's how you deliver these things, how you execute, because like we're gonna be asking you situations that you've experienced before, and how can you deliver, how fast, how effective, and how decisive you are in like making decisions and taking action. So these are the things that we're looking for.
Mm-hmm. All right. Thanks for that, Riggs. Actually, we have a comment here. So she's saying that she's really getting nervous about with interviews. So that's normal. I think all of the candidates go through that nervous, jittery feeling when they're going to meet someone for an interview. So just make sure that you prepare yourself well by reading the job description, by knowing what you're getting yourself into, because that's going to show. So make sure that you read about the company that you're applying for. So in this case with Filta, make sure that you're following us on all of our social media pages and that you've read the job description really well. And I think you're also going to do well for your interview if you've already selected specific experiences that actually give evidence to the questions that your interviewers would ask you. So, in case they ask you about your attention to detail skill, then make sure that you have something to back that up from your previous experience at work. So, that would really boost your chances of getting the job. Okay.
Yep,
So,
let me just add to that, Ali. Sorry, I'm speaking a
okay,
lot right
sure.
now. But yeah, just a tip for those people who's gonna be interviewed in any interviews. Like, yes, you prepare, you review, you study, but always prepare and be confident to answer this one question: why will the company hire you? If you're confident enough to answer those questions, any questions that's gonna be thrown at you, you can answer and you can ace it. So always think, what's your niche? What's your difference? Why will I hire you if I'm the hiring manager? So you, of course, for you to be confident in answering that question, you do your prep work. Become more confident because you present your skills, you present and put your best foot forward. So that question, if we can confidently answer it without like hesitation, then you're gonna ace any interview.
Mm-hmm.
Hope it
Okay.
helps.
Yep, it does. I hope so. Did that help, guys? So feel free to comment if it did. So I hope that helped, and I hope that we get to see candidates who are better prepared for an interview for the coming weeks. Okay. So yeah. And now the last question that I have for you is that how do you actually get an interview? What should you be putting in your CV or cover letter? So that's gonna be I think that should be a question that I should answer because as a recruiter, we're the ones screening your CVs, but eventually the CVs will go to our hiring managers. So you should always put all the relevant details for this job. So if for example, you're applying for the admin assistant role, and then your current role is not exactly admin in nature, what you can do is to make sure that you exhaust everything that you've done in the admin side and put it on your resume. So even if your job is not exactly the role that we're looking for, or is not exactly similar to the job description that we've posted on our website, that's okay as long as you have relevant experiences. So the keyword here is relevant. So if it's related, add it on your CV. And then cover letter, of course, it's pretty much your CV, but in a narrative sort of way, because you have to explain or you have to introduce yourself. You have This is the part where you can emphasize on your soft skills, because in your CV you list down your career history, your experience, your the tools that you're using. But with the cover letter, that's gonna show us how you write, how you communicate, and the specific experiences on why you want to apply for this role. So that's the time you put that you express that in your cover letter. So how about with Riggs and Athena? What are you looking at when you're checking the CV of the candidates?
Athena, maybe you can answer that. Like maybe I think the best person who can like maybe you can like talk to us about like your CV when you because like for those people
Yeah.
who just came in, Athena doesn't have any admin assistant experience. She's a job shifter. So what made
Mm-hmm.
us look at your CV and hire you?
For that one, since I really prepared my CV short but simple. So this is like, because there's some CVs that you need to scan a lot of tasks. They do that as well. So I'm not saying that it is bad, but I wanted my CV to be just like, I just put some bullets about my skill sets, what's usually my experience as well, what industry I've been with, and then what's my milestones. Also, I also add that one as well, and then what is my role for my previous job as well. So I
Yep.
hope that helps for you.
Yep, it helped.
Yep.
It helped Athena because like what when I look at her CV, we were just joking around with that CV because like I saw some opportunities there. Remember Athena? But it was overshadowed because she was able to highlight her accomplishment and what value did she give her previous organization. And I can see that hey, if I hire Athena, she's gonna give me these things, and she's gonna be a valued addition to the team. So that caught my attention enough for us to invite her for an interview, because like she mentioned that she can do these things. These are the milestones. These are her accomplishments. So I thought, all right, it's an impressive resume. Let's invite her.
Yeah. All right. So thanks for that, Athena. So guys, if you have milestones to share, specific achievements that you want to highlight, make sure to include that on your CV as well, and bring that up during the interview. So I think I've mentioned this before in our previous live session, but just want to reiterate. So the interview is the best time to be proud of yourself. So there's no need to be humble during your interview. Now's the time to bring the big guns. Okay. So don't be humble and make sure that you highlight all the good things about you, because it's probably the only reasonable time to actually brag about something. So yeah. And then now, I think we've collected a few questions from our audience. So we're just gonna ask our social media moderator to help us with the questions. And I just want to greet Felix. So thank you very much for joining us today. And let me just go through your question very quickly. So before we look at the Slido, okay? So he's asking, maybe I am late, but can you guys give some tips on how to start a new career as a fresh admin assistant? Is it required to have a degree? As I am an e-commerce VA for about 3.5 years now, and I'm planning to shift my career. So thank you for that. So yeah, so let me answer that question first. So there's no need to actually with Filta we don't require a bachelor's degree for any of our roles unless it's specifically indicated on the job ad. But most of the time we don't require a degree as long as you have the necessary experience that's related to the job. Then you're welcome to apply. And as an e-commerce VA, so I assume that you've done a lot of admin roles already. So just feel free to send us your CV. You just send it to careers@filterglobal.com, or you can also apply on our website. But yeah, Riggs or Athena, would you like to add
Yeah,
anything for that?
I, I guess Athena can best answer this question because she herself was a job shifter, a career shifter for client service. She's now an admin assistant. I think she's the best person that can answer this.
Yep. Okay, let's hear from Athena.
Okay, for that one. So for the career shifters who are planning to shift from one role to another, so you must have the uh dedication to be open to opt for new challenges, because being an admin assistant is not an easy role, to be exact, but you need to have the fire in you, or the or the passion inside of you, that you want to learn, or you are eager to learn for new stuff as well. So yep, hopefully that can help you to decide for your career shift.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so thank you, Athena, and I hope that we answered your question, Felix, and thank you also, Erica, for expressing interest. I hope you do apply. It's okay to have a career shift. That's very welcome with Filta. Okay, so now moving on to our Slido and our questions from our audience. So the first question I think that we are supposed to answer is, what's a typical workday of an admin assistant, and can you give sample tasks? Exactly, please. Thank you very much.
Okay. Should I answer that one as well, Riggs?
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll answer it first, and
okay.
then like what I tell Athena to do, and then maybe Athena can expound on how she does it and what's her typical day. Usually,
Oh,
we start our day, or prior to like the day, I talk to Athena that this is what we need. This is what we need. So I set goals to her, and then it's all up to her how to run the day. So most of the time I would just tell Athena, this is what we need by this time. Athena, we need this. And what are your thoughts, Athena? Just like what Athena earlier mentioned, like she's also part of those decision making. So after that, Athena would then start her day. So far away, Athena.
so with that one, since we have our own game plan here in operations team, so we usually list down our task for the for the coming weeks as well,
Yeah.
because we cannot list down the task for only the that day. So we need to prioritize, so we need to set schedule of what will be our week or our month would look like. So for my typical work day is usually talking for a lot of suppliers, um coordination with our staff as well, doing meetings with, of course, our team, to know what is urgent or not, or we should have a game plan as well. So that will be pre day and then post date meeting as well with rigs. So yep, that is my day to day work. Then how I execute it is, usually I always monitor rigs work as well, because just like what I mentioned earlier, you need to be proactively looking for a task. For example, there's ongoing conversation with client. You now know what will you do next, or what you will need to do for the incoming stuff or the upcoming challenges for that role. So I hope that helps you.
Yeah, yeah, and I think like what makes Athena successful is she anticipate things. Like
Yeah.
what her example. I'm talking to the client. She already knows who's the client. She's already, without me telling, she's already preparing data for me. She's already preparing things that we need on succeeding calls. So she needs to always anticipate. That's why we don't just plan the day. We plan the entire month. We even plan for the entire quarter and those things. And we just like need to like really choose what's urgent and important so that we can execute. And there's always something new every day.
Yeah.
Like
Hmm.
perfect example is Athena didn't had any technical background, but I reckon like I can ask her to uh like repair laptops, do installs, and she just learned it on her own, right?
Yeah.
Guys,
Oh,
Google is your
Athena.
best friend. Google is your best friend, believe me.
Very flexible and adaptable. So great. Okay, so now let's answer the second question. So, what's your advice to be productive and efficient in your work?
Okay. So, to be productive and efficient, you need to really plan your day, or if you can plan your week ahead, it will give you a lot of visibility where you have a spare time of what will your day look like, so you can easily put some task for example, there's a timeline that you need to fulfill some task as well. So because in an admin assistant role, we don't usually do just like one or two tasks. We have different kind of task as well, so you need to allocate your time and that task for a specific timeline.
Mhm. Okay, thanks for that, Athena. And then more questions. I sorry, I can't really read this one. Can you guys read it? Let me just look at it very closely. I was rejected in my job application for an admin assistant position. What do you think I should do to improve and get hired the next time? Okay, so this is for a candidate. I guess this is coming from a candidate who was previously applied but wasn't considered and would like to try again. So, guys, do you have an idea of how this person can improve for the next time?
First things first, when you have a rejection or when you got a rejection, I think the first thing that you should do is ask for a feedback, ask for specifics. Especially as an admin assistant, you need to be more detail oriented. So I think everyone, like even the like any recruiters will welcome giving feedback on like what are they looking for, what did you miss, and then work on the competencies that like the recruiters have given you that you're lacking on or needs more improvement. So I guess that's the first thing you need to ask, you need to check, and you need to work on those opportunities. And again, never stop learning.
Okay, thanks for that, Riggs. And I hope this person actually gets the role the second time around. But don't give up. Just make sure that you continue learning and applying again. Okay. So the third question is, what's the difference working for a local versus an Australian client? So either Riggs or Tina, you can answer it because you're both doing the same anyway.
Yeah, I think I can answer that. Like the difference between, no pun intended, but if you work in a local company as an admin assistant, again, that misconception that you're just doing paperwork, you're just like uh, preparing coffee to your boss and those things. That's the old school misconception here in the Philippines for admin assistant. You're gonna run errands, you're gonna clean the office or whatever. No, but for Australian clients or international clients, we work fast paced and we are objective. We look at like results and like we speak highly of an admin assistant, and like we value our admin assistant because that's relevant in the success of our business. So that's the difference. So how admin assistants are treated is a big different, and how fast paced the environment is. Like if you're in a local company, right, you do 8 to 5 and that's it. But most of the time you're idle, most of the time you're just expected to do things that's like not routine, but pretty much like things that can anyone can do. But in uh, an international company, you're expected to do a bit of everything, and you need to do it fast and with 100% accuracy, or at least
Mhm.
close to 100. Hope I answered the
Okay.
question.
Yes. So, guys, thank you very much for your questions. We have two more questions lined up, and thanks for answering that, Riggs. So, this one, does the admin assistant have the option to do work from home?
Uh, yeah, I can answer that. Right now, Filta, we here in Filta, we value our employees' health, and of course, like we don't want our staff to worry. So we're not at this point, we're not even thinking about going back to the office because of course like the pandemic and the current situation. So for now, all our staff is working from home, but that's gonna be probably a conversation. To tell you honestly, we're not yet even thinking about like putting back our staff to the office, but yes, definitely, probably eventually you'll be going to the office, but I'm not seeing that anytime soon. I reckon could be like 2022, early 2022. But right now, our stand is like the health of our staff is important, and of course, the welfare of our staff. So to answer your question, at this point, our staff is gonna be applying is working from home.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So, guys, I hope that gives you the assurance that we're actually prioritizing the safety of our people. And then the last question that we have, let me just check it. So, as an admin role for a long time, can you cite at least one biggest challenge, or can you cite at least one big challenge that you faced in your journey? And how did you overcome this? Yeah,
I think Athena
maybe
can
just
answer that
one.
question, right? Athena can answer that question. It's not a long time, but she's been very successful for the past 3 months.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
So for that one, so I guess one of my challenges, or can you say the biggest challenge I have, is we really do have a lot of tasks here in admin, in an admin role, but we also have limited time to do as well. So that's why we are hiring for more people. So we need help for that one, because so the task, we can do it as a team. So right now we are currently like one on one with rigs and doing some multiple tasks at the same time. So I think that's the one of the most challenging for me for the past 1 month, I guess, for as an admin assistant. But still, I'm looking for a solution. I'm looking at it as an opportunity for me as well, to know what's my limit with having a multiple task. But Riggs can testify to that one. How am I doing with my work as well?
Okay. All right. So thanks for that, Athena. I know you're probably very busy right now in the operations team because of the amount of workload that you're handling. And I hope with this Facebook Live event, we get to meet more candidates that would be suitable for this role. So, guys, if you have friends or if you yourselves are confident that this is the role that's for you, then just feel free to send us your CV and make sure that you either reach out to me or to careers at filtechglobal.com. So thank you very much for joining us today. And before we close everything, I just want to say thank you, Riggs and Athena, for sharing your thoughts and your ideas for this role and for encouraging our potential candidates on what to expect when they apply and work for us. So thanks for that. Okay, so
Thank you,
yeah,
guys.
I just remove you from screen now. Thank you
Thank
very much
you.
again.
Bye.
All right. So, oh, okay, guys. So, now as we're about to end our Facebook Live event, I just want to invite you to like or I mean follow our new Facebook, our new LinkedIn page rather. So, we've created a new LinkedIn page for you to be able to check our recent or our updated opportunities. So, I think we're going to put it here. So that's on the chat box. If you can see, that's linkedin.com dash showcase dash filter dash career. So if you want to follow us on LinkedIn, if you want to be updated about our current roles, then feel free to follow that page. Okay. So once again, thank you very much for joining us today, and I hope you learned a lot. Thank you, guys. And thank you, Felix, for sending your questions and for everyone who sent their questions to us. That's really nice. So I hope we see you again next time and have a great night ahead. Thank you. Bye.